Hello viewers and welcome back to another exciting episode of Erongo Talk. I'm your host Sheldon Johannes, and as per usual we're bringing you latest news, weather and tides, and we chat with Inspector Eleni Shapumba, who gives holiday makers and residents advice for the festive season. But then up next we have our calendar day, so stay tuned.
I usually don't drive this car around. It's a standing base. I fill up my car for 850, which that gave me a full tank. I used to use this car between Rebot and Windhoek. Yeah, once you reach home in Rebot, it's almost a half tank. It's from Windhoek to Ketmas. That is the longest I have driven with this baby. I think Namco is changing the game because their service is very organized, clean. Even their takeaway department, Namco is the one. There is no country like Namibia. Namibia is a very beautiful country. That's why I'm part of it.
Erongo Talk brings you community news in the Erongo region. Erongo Talk aims to reach coastal residents, keeping them updated on what's happening in their community. This show is broadcasted on NTV, 102.com, and cross-shared on the following Facebook platforms: Erongo, The Republican, Algemene Zeitung, Namibian Sun, and Namibia Media Holdings. Erongo Talk focuses on community news, weather update, fishing report, helpful tips, as well as sport and entertainment. For news-related or advertising queries, contact Erongo Talk at synergy.com.na. Erongo Talk, our community, your news.
And then now for your first news story. The Namibia Revenue Agency's Namra Sem Shivute said the appointment of 2 staff members recruited from the customs offices had to be reversed after it was found that the duo had criminal records. During a recent interview with the Namibian Sun, Shivute said a vetting process is still underway to ensure that all the agency employees are on the right side of the law. Namra currently has 800 workers on its books, while its structure makes provision for 1,500 employees. We are recruiting the majority of people from customs and domestic tax within the Ministry of Finance. During our vetting processes, we found that some people had criminal records. We had to retract these appointments. We have people with criminal convictions and we are saying sorry, you can go to another place but not Namra, he said. Shifute stressed that integrity must be at the center of the revenue agency's operations and that they are aiming for a zero tolerance policy towards corruption. Now in our second story, the former fisheries minister Bernard Esau says he will reveal big things when his bail hearing resumes next year, and that he does not have any fear for his life as he plans to truthfully tell his story. He says he wasted no time in wiping up anger against the judicial system for probing his role in the fish rod scandal. saying he fears nothing in his pursuit to reveal the truth in order to sanitize his damaged reputation. I tried looking, but combative Esau went back to his prison cell after Windhoek High Court Court Judge David Mensu postponed his bail hearing to the 27th of February 2023, seeking to galvanize his energy ahead of next year's court proceedings. Speaking exclusively to the Namibian Sun on the margins of the court proceedings, Esau expressed disappointment over the fact that his bail hearing has been pushed to the new year. Bail is an urgent matter, but here I am, 3 years later. It is really unfair to be kept in prison. This is an unfair trial to be kept in prison when you have not been found guilty, he bemoaned. Now, in our final story, the potential growth of the country's vocational training center is being hamstrung by stigma despite the vast amount of resources made available to change its fortunes, the Namibia Training Authority NTA said. There's seemingly also been a slow uptake of financial resource allocated by the NTA institutions which operate within the country's job market. The authority recently intensified its efforts after the rollout of its apprenticeship program to ensure students are market ready. Official figures have made the public show that the NTA spent over 114 million on the investment in apprenticeship since 2018. Some of the sectors that benefited from this funding include manufacturing, agriculture, maritime, construction, mining, and telecommunications, among the others. NTA acting CEO Muvatera Jose Siririka said partnership between the training body and the stakeholders is part of ongoing means to build better and improved relations, which in turn will result in improved planning and performance. He said technical and vocational education and training TVET remains in shadows in post-independent Namibia, mainly due to stigma that follows enrollment. Engagement is a two-way process. It is about consultation, collaboration, and partnership, he said during a stakeholder meeting. He added that the program will allow better cooperation between training providers and employers, as well as increased alignment of TVET programs with current industry practices and skills. Now, viewers, if you guys want to read more on what I brought to you right now, please make sure to visit our website. It's at www.erongo.com.na. Right now, stay tuned. We'll be back after the break.
3, 2, 1.
We Talk brings you community news that lies at the heart of Vandag residents. We Talk aims to reach viewers who are between 25 and 45 years old, mostly women, with our largest viewership in the morning until 12 p.m. and then again after 7 p.m. This show is broadcasted on NTV, oneup2.com and cross-shared on the following Facebook platforms: Vandag Express, The Republican, Algemeine Zeitung, Namibian Sun, and Namibia Media Holdings. We Talk focuses on news from our website, community-based interviews, eliminating life's manifold frustrations in simple and deliciously clever ways, and more. Contact We Talk at synergy.com.na to share your community news, products, and services. You live, we talk.
Erongo Talk brings you community news in the Erongo region. For news-related or advertising queries, contact Erongo Talk at synergy.com.na. Erongo Talk, our community, your news.
Yahweh, out by the ocean. We are in the company of Inspector Eleni Shapumba, the Unit Commander for Community Affairs in the Erongo region, and he is no stranger to Erongo Talk. How are you doing, Commander?
No, fantastic. Thank you very much.
Yes, Commander, it's that time of the year, and we would like to know from you what extra measures have the force put in place to cater for holiday makers coming to the coast this year.
Yes, I should indicate we join the rest of the region in being proud of being, one of the most region that hosts a number of people during this festive season. People travel from their own destinations using their resources just to come and spend their time with us.
Yes.
And for that, we have the police have prepared ourselves. We have prepared ourselves. We shall comply with the constitutional mandates of ensuring of the preservation and internal security of the country in our region, prevention of any offense or alleged offense, protection of life and property, investigation of any offense or alleged offense, and above all, to maintain law and order. To that, we have really intensified our operations. We have increased the manpowers on the ground. Members in the administration duties are also removed from the administration duties to join those that are doing operations, crime prevention. We have roadblocks that are put up. We have 3 fixed roadblocks in the region, and then we have other ad hoc, sporadic roadblocks that are being conducted, in towns as well as along the roads, especially on the side of the road that we know these are accident-prone
areas.
Yes.
So, Commander, what advice would you have for those leaving the region or leaving their homes for holidays?
Very, very important. What we want to remind the public is that they should really create a sense of neighborhood watch. You should inform your neighbors when you are leaving, and inform those that are trusted to you. If it's possible, please leave somebody at home to look after your properties, because sometimes even criminals are neighbors to people. So we don't encourage people to say, keep on informing the neighbors. You should inform the person that you trust, and if it's possible, leave somebody at home to look after your property. Make sure that your house is locked, and it's necessary to really inform the police so that you can do a random check at your place during our patrols.
What safety tips would you have for visitors, tourists coming into Office Bay or the region per se?
We have members of the police deployed all along in all the streets, all the corners of the region, particularly in the 2 towns, Swakopmund and Walvisbay, and here and there in Handisbay also. We say ensure that you remain in contact with the police. Look after your property, lock away your properties. When you move away from your vehicles, don't just use this automated locking system. Verify whether the car is really locked, and keep your properties valuable away from scene for easy access. I wanted to inform the public to say, if you are traveling, whether you are coming in or going out, it's very, very important that you obey the rules of the road. Very, very important that you prepare and plan your journey before you depart. Very, very important that you rest and take a rest if you really have to rest, and ensure that you respect those that are walking along the road there, and then you respect other road users. But the most important thing is for you to be alert when you are traveling on the road. This is because when you are traveling on the road, you are not the only person that is on the road. There are many people that are using the road. There are mad people that are using the road. There are drunk persons that are using the road. There are inexperienced persons that are using the road. So you should be really a driver of 5 vehicles when you are driving on the road. The vehicle that you are sitting in, the one that is coming in front of you, the one on your left, the one at your right, as well as the one at your back. Those 5 vehicles should really be driven by you as a person when you are sitting on the road, and then you can talk about being careful when you're on the road.
Yes. Commander, you touched on this very sensitive issue of road accidents. We've recently noticed quite a spike in the amount of accidents taking place. How is this impacting safety of the road?
Our hope was that we should have 0 fatalities on our roads during the festive season. Unfortunately, and sadly so, we have so far lost 3 people in road accidents within 2 days. That is yesterday and this morning. On the main roads. One accident took place early hours, 7 o'clock as we are entering Swakopmund. Another one at 12 o'clock midnight on the road between Omaruru and Kakfeld from Erongo.
Yes.
We do not want to use these accidents as an example when we are providing education. We sympathize with those family members that have lost their families, and then we can only urge the public to say there are accidents of that nature, and let us see how best we can protect ourselves. But again, I urge the public to say when you travel, ensure that you plan and you plan accordingly. Ensure that your vehicle is fit to be in the road. Ensure that you are not rushing, because wherever you are going, that particular point where you are going does not move. It's only we shifting towards it.
Yes.
So plan and don't rush. And travel at a very safe time. It's very concerning if you really have to travel at night, in the middle of the night, and all that. And those are chances also that increases accidents. If you know that somebody is tired and you're sitting in that vehicle, it's also a responsibility really to say, come, let us rest.
Yes.
Then we can continue again.
Yes. Commander, can you give us a brief overview of the crime situation since the beginning of December?
There has not been much of issues of concern. Of course, we had robberies.
Yes.
And even Friday we had another robbery, but we have strategized again to ensure that these cases do not reoccur in our towns. They give a very bad image to the region and to the towns in particular. What I can say is we have the situation under control. We have deployed the resources to ensure that those that have committed crimes are really apprehended and brought before court. The particular robbery that I'm talking about on Friday, there has been a success. Arrest was made in Swakopmund. Maybe what we need to remind the public is that during this time, it's also the time that attract those that are committing crimes. Make sure that you do not keep much of money next to you. If you can use internet banking systems that are provided to us, please do that so that you can pay your employees. And do not expose yourself to danger. Sometimes people withdraw money in Swakopmund, you carry that money up to Wolfsburg. Of course, it's your right and your prerogative to do that, but we give advice to say, I think it's not safe. We think it's not safe to do so. You come and you throw another money in Wolfsburg, and then you are attacked. In the process there, you do not know who you are communicating with, you are coming into contact with. Yes. But let us take precautions at all times, because there are some people that are really studying others so that they can make a living out of that.
Yes. Finally, Commander, what would your message be to criminals, to community members, and to holiday makers?
For the criminals, we are ready to keep them in custodies while others are celebrating the Christmas. Yes. That's a message I will give to them. We are ready to do that for as long as they continue to do what they are doing. The members of the public should be rest assured. The regional commander has directed and have started vibrating all resources so that we can provide the necessary security to the members of the public that find themselves within the boundaries of Erongo region. We have to wish them a Merry Christmas and a very happy 2023. It was a very challenging year, full of surprises, full of wonders, full of exciting memories and everything. We are looking forward to 2023, where we are going to work together again with members of the public, where we are going to protect and defend the Constitution, and in so doing, providing the necessary services that we're supposed to provide to the members of the public. And we are proud in doing that. We need to thank them for the support they have been giving us information that assisted or enabled us to discharge our duties diligently.
Thank you.
Market Watch is a daily publication covering the most important market-related topics. You'll find the economic indicators and company news in brief on a daily basis. Market Watch also features interesting and informative focus topics like medical, properties and cars weekly. The ever-popular classifieds, as well as tenders and vacancies, can also be found in the Market Watch. which is a part of the daily image newspapers, namely Republican, Algemene Zeitung, and Namibian Sun, reaching audiences all over the country and possible new clients.
Erongo Talk brings you community news in the Erongo region. For news-related or advertising queries, contact erongotalk at synergy.com.na. Erongo Talk, our community, your news.
Chill Sessions is an entertainment show bringing the latest hits, fashion, and entertainment news. Chill aims at reaching all entertainers, youth, and artistic fans. Catch Chill on NTV, 1up2.com, the Namibian Sun, Chill, and Namibia Media Holdings platform. Chill focuses on countdown of the latest hits, fashion trends, celebrity interviews, and more. To share your music-related news, products, and services, contact Chill at synergy.com.na. Chill Sessions, bringing art and entertainment to the people.
Dima. Iwa. Sang anstra. Ure. Ikwena simiba. Mama, mama, ay, mama, mama, ay, mama, mama, ay. Sound and light is love. Sound and light is love. I asked my mama, mama, how do I tell them this? I asked my mama, mama, will they even listen? And so my mama said, tell him, tell him, tell him, tell him all over Africa. There is a fire, fire burning, burning brighter in our hearts. She said, remember, remember this land, it is ours all. From the first man to the first woman on this land. From the first fire to the first desire, this is our land. And so my mama said, tell him, tell him, tell him, tell him all over Africa. There is a fire, fire burning, burning brighter
land. It's ours. Mama say, tell him, over. 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 Tell him, over.
I usually spend about $600 Namibian for a full tank, which usually lasts me the entire month because I do not drive around that much. The longest stretch I've ever gone with my car is to Kamanyap, and that was for leisure purposes. The service at the Namco service station is excellent because when you get there, you're met by employees who are always ready to cater to you. Whether it's them fueling your car, checking your tire pressure, offering to wash your windscreen, or checking your engine oil. The one thing that makes me proudly Namibian is being able to experience Namibia in all its beauty through travel.
Erongo Talk brings you community news in the Erongo region. Erongo Talk aims to reach coastal residents, keeping them updated on what's happening in their community. This show is broadcasted on NTV, 102.com, and cross-shared on the following Facebook platforms: Erongo, The Republican, Algemeine Zeitung, Namibian Sun, and Namibia Media Holdings. Erongo Talk focuses on community news, weather update, fishing report, helpful tips, as well as sport and entertainment. For news-related or advertising queries, contact Erongo Talk at synergy.com.na. Erongo Talk, our community, your news.
Hello viewers, I'm joined by the founder of Future Excellence, Faith Getye. How are you doing, Faith?
I'm fine, how are you?
I'm doing great.
Okay.
And now the foundation, it's a career guidance youth organization. Can you just tell us about why it came about and when?
Okay, so Future Excellence Foundation helps learners with career guidance. It started in 2018 at Denisa High School. It was first a school club. So as a school club, you know, we meet after school. I got learners, we meet after school, and yeah, we just did all sort of career activities together. So that is how it started. But I can't really say that I did this alone. It all started when I had this initiative of just having something of my own. So what I did was I got my friends, we sat down and I just told them, oh, you know what, I wanna start something. And we're like, why don't we start a club? And then after that, we just brainstorm ideas together. And that is also how we came up with the name, the Future Excellence name, and what we are gonna do for the foundation, you know. So yeah, that is how it started at Denisa.
Okay. And who exactly is a part of the organization? Is it your friends, like you said?
Okay, so when it was a school club, it was just, okay, me and my friends, yes. We were mostly the ones driving the school club back then. But then as when I matriculated, and then I decided that I want to make this thing big. I don't want to stop there. I want to continue with it because I felt like it's gonna have a huge impact on a lot of people's lives. So that is when I decided that, okay, let me get it first established. And that is when I started doing my research. Where do I start? Who do I contact? What do I do? Or, you know, the first thing I did was I went to BIPA. And then when I went to BIPA, I got the name reservation done. So when I got the name reservation done, I actually told myself that, okay, I already started, so I can't end here, you know. But at the same time, I also, just after the name reservation was done, that is when I was told that I would need like a $4,000 for me to actually get it established. And I was like, I don't have that fund currently. So, but that didn't really stop me from getting where I want the foundation to be today, you know. Or yeah, that really didn't stop me. So what I did was I still continued planning. Every little thing that I did was based on how it affected me, and you understand. So everything that I did was not just for the sake of doing it, but I did it knowing that it will help someone else at the end of the day, you know. So yeah, that is, what was the question? Sorry.
Okay, you actually answered that question.
Okay.
Yeah, maybe you could just tell us what it does exactly, what the foundation's main mission is.
Okay, so this is my favorite question. The foundation basically helps learners with career guidance. Now, you know, when you tell someone that you're helping someone, it doesn't necessarily mean that I'm gonna stand in front of my learners and just tell them, okay, after school you can go and study at UNAMNAS or IUM or Valvicia. No, what I basically do is I take the learners on a journey. You know, I take them to companies, I let them meet new people, I open doors for them, they meet new people and open doors for themselves as well, you understand? So it's a thing of, how should I say it? you get to learn from hearing someone, and you also get to learn from seeing that person do something, you understand? So for me, I felt like they're not that effective, you understand? And choosing your career path, especially when it's time for you to actually apply for universities or institutions, I advise that you make the time at least a year before you get to that stage, so that you prepare yourself mentally and know what you're actually studying for, because it doesn't make sense you are writing your grade 12 or your grade 11, but you don't know what you want to study after school. Like, you might even end up taking a gap year just because you need to take time with yourself and make the right choice for yourself when it comes to your career path. So for me, I feel like it's important for you to sit down with yourself and just make the effort to do more research. Find out what type of careers we have in Namibia. Abroad, what are your chances of you passing, so that when you are sitting in the examination hall, you know what you're working towards. And what is this? It's also good, and it's also good when we are well prepared for whatever comes your way, so that if things doesn't go your way, you know what is next for you. The other problem is that if you don't prepare yourself at an earlier stage, it's gonna affect you in university or college. It's gonna affect you a lot, because at the end of the day, you'll end up changing courses that you're not prepared for. And that is why we have a lot of nurses in Namibia that are not treating patients right, just because they are forced or dragged or didn't really do proper research, or just because a family member probably told them it's the best course for now, you understand? But that is not where the learner's heart lies. So this person have to live with this career for the rest of their lives, just because. So I advise that you do your research properly. You sit down with your parents and just talk about what you want to do for the rest of your life. So that is all I can advise the learners.
Okay, that was very insightful.
Really?
Yes, it was. But anyways, thank you, Faith, for taking the time to chat with us.
Thank you so much for having me as well.
Cheers.
The My.NA Property Focus page is published every Tuesday in the Market Watch, which is inserted into the Republican, Namibian Sun, and Allgemeine Zeitung. The My.NA Properties Focus page provides viewers with the best in-class property content, engaging interviews, the latest property news, property-related products and services, including interior design, decor, DIY, gardening, property finance and insurance, and so much more. For property-related news and advertising, contact My.NA at synergy.com.na and talk to the My.NA property team.
Welcome back, viewers. My name is Desiree Garces, and I'll be telling you about what's happening at the coast. So on the 22nd to the 24th of December, at the Lions Club in Henties Bay, there will be a Christmas mart that will be taking place. And then on the 26th of December, there will be Sparta Touches that will be taking place in Henties Bay as well. And on the same 26th of December, an angling bonanza will be taking place in Henties Bay. So as you can see, there are quite the festivities rather that will be taking place in Henties Bay. And then on the 26th of December, the Walfish Bay Offshore Race will be taking place at the Walfish Bay Yacht Club. From the 26th to the 29th of December, there will be an SFC Christmas Club that will be taking place at the SFC grounds in Swakopmund. And then on the 27th of December, the 16th annual Pupkavits Jetty Mile will be taking place at the Moller Beach. And then on the 28th of December, a very exciting event, which is of course the Sound of Summer, will be taking place at Langstrand. So that is it from me to you guys on What's Next.
Erongo Talk brings you community news in the Erongo region. For news-related or advertising queries, contact Erongo Talk at synergy.com.na. Erongo Talk, our community, your news.
A tank of fuel costs me between $195 and $200, and it takes me roughly 240 kilometers. The longest distance that I've driven on my bike is around about 650 kilometers. It's the Erongo Omaruru Karabab trip. The service at the Namco service station is excellent. We use them often when we do our Erongo Omaruru trips. I would say the one thing that I love about my country is the scenery, especially in the rainy season. I get to experience everything when I'm on my bike.
Hello and welcome to Erongo Talk. My name is Beatrice Schultz and I'm the Swakopmund Ambassador for Future Females. Last week we spoke about the importance of knowing the purpose of your business. This week we're going to dive into outlining the ideas that derive from the purpose. So today's business tip is as follows. When it comes to bringing out the idea that you have for your business, make sure that you want to do something that naturally comes easily to you. If it's easy for you to go out there and market, that could be your business idea. If baking comes easily to you and you have a lot of people complimenting and say, those cookies are out of this world, then it's probably something that you should really look into. Do something that is easy. Do something that you can confidently do for yourself. Now, as much as you want to ask the people around you their opinion about what it is that you're good at, make sure that you remember at the end of the day, it is just that, their opinion. So you need to make sure that you outline each idea and really evaluate if this idea is feasible and, of course, if it will be able to bring you a profitable income. So here are some questions that you can ask yourself when outlining those ideas. So I'm just going to consult my notes. So let's get right into it. Number 1, what does the product or service look like? Number 2, what problem is the product or service trying to solve? Number 3, how do I know that others would be interested in this product or service? Number 4, who would my customers be? Number 5, is there an opportunity to turn the product or service into a customer-focused experience? And lastly, number 6, can I make a profit from this product or service? It's awesome to have an idea, and it's amazing for people to tell you that you're good at something, but do you have a customer base for this product or idea? And is it something that can be profitable? Join us again next week as I share more business tips to help you start and grow profitable businesses.
I usually fill up about 2 tanks a week. A tank of fuel costs me about 140 to 150 Namibian dollars. I was very fortunate that a couple of my friends and I went to Meer for the day, stepped over, and then we rode back the next day. I found the service at the Namco service stations to be quite fast and friendly, which is really nice, especially when we're on the open road and we want to get to our next destination. What makes me proud Namibian is the fact that we've got all these lovely wide open spaces, and although we are from all different backgrounds, we can all get together and we can have a great time.
This week on Erongo Talk, we visit the tranquil Sandwich Harbour. The Sandwich Harbour Lagoon is one of Southern Africa's richest and unique wetlands and one of 5 Ramsar sites in Namibia. Sandwich Harbour boasts 2 distinct wetlands and associated mud flats. One is aquifer-fed and supports typical emergent vegetation, but is slowly disappearing due to natural causes. The second, undertidal influence, consists of mud flats and raised shingle bars. Wedged between the sea and the Namib Dunes, it is one of Namibia's most important coastal wetlands, supporting 8 endangered species along the large numbers of wading birds. Several sites dating back 1,000 years exist within the site. Human activities have included fishing, guano collection, and hunting. The dunes of Sandwich Harbour is perfect for a lookout spot to look over the ocean and the dunes, and they also serve for some exhilarating dune driving. Sandwich Harbour, right here on Erongo Talk.
And now, viewers, unfortunately, we come to the end of this exciting episode. If you guys want to read more on what we brought you today, please make sure to visit our website. It's at www.erongo.com.na. If you guys have stories to share with us, make sure to reach out to us on Telegram or WhatsApp. That's 08117040. Alternatively, you can tune into our online news channel. It's oneup2.com. Or you can join us on DSTV channel 285 and GoTV channel 94. Now, viewers, if you guys missed the Nedbank Food Festival, you guys can catch it on our TV channel. That's on channel 285 on DSTV and channel 94 on GoTV on the 26th of December at 7. Viewers, that's all from me today. Your host, Sheldon Johannes. It's a wrap.